Maggie Lane was driving down the street late at night. She was coming from a job interview that she thought went really well. Feeling pretty good about herself. She had her Avril Lavigne blasting on the radio. And then suddenly something wasn't right. And she didn't know how to put her finger on it. But it was something about the way the car was running, the way the engine was humming. It wasn't quite right. And she tried fiddling with all the settings, you know, the bass and the treble and the other radio settings, but it wasn't the radio, it was the motor.
As she drove along the street, her motor sort of sputtered out, like and a lot of steam came out of the hood of her car. And she wasn't able to pull over to the side of the road, so her car was just in the middle of the street. And she had her headlights on because she just did. It was kind of an overcast day, and maybe it was at night. And she got out of the car, kind of looked at it, kicked the tire, and then
she saw a little man. He came out from the shadows. It was dusk, which is why she was confused about whether it was day or night. This little man came out of the shadows, came out of the dust, wearing a hat. Not too different from the one you're wearing.
Huh.
Big floppy one. She said to him, "Are you some kind of pilgrim?" This little man, he's got a nose the size of a quarter. And he looks at her and he says, "I am. I'm kind of a pilgrim." So the man, he says that he's kind of a pilgrim. So she asks, "What kind are you?" And he says, "Oh, the Irish kind, of course." So she offers him a 4-leaf clover, and he laughs and says, "Those aren't real." And she says, "Yes, they are. I have one in my car." And he says, "No, you don't." And she goes and gets it. I looked at her. So she goes and gets it, and the little man grabs it in between his fingers. Up in smoke. Flames, fire, smoke.
I remember when Maggie called me saying that there was something weird going on, and she was seeing all this strange stuff, leprechauns, and something so weird going on with her car. And I said, "Well, Maggie, don't get back into the car. Don't get back into the car." And then her car crashed. And, you know, she's my sister. It was something I never thought would happen. But honestly, like, fuck Maggie, because Maggie owed me so much money. I helped Maggie pay off a couple of her mortgages. And that's why I sent my little man to get her. What? That's why I gathered you all here tonight. What?
What?
I'm afraid if you'll search your memories, you all owe me a sum of money. And I'm afraid your cars will no longer be operational. What? I'm afraid the little man is on his way.
And there's nothing any of you can do.
There's something in my pants. There's something in crawling in my leg.
Don't fight.